everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I contour and highlight my face. If you guys know me, you know I'm obsessed with contouring and highlighting. Like, it has literally changed my life, and I want to share it with you guys and how I did it. And like, it honestly is not that hard. You just have to train yourself, and it gets really easy. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we are going to start with Baby Skin, Maybelline Baby Skin. Baby Skin. Why is that funny? Okay, Pore Eraser. I don't use it that often, but I remember it working pretty good. So it's gonna take a little bit. And we're gonna put this all over our face. I'm gonna use Tarte. This is my favorite foundation of all time. It's so good. You should get it. All right, so Tarte. On a wet beauty blender, I just ran it under the sink for like a second. Move my hair. Get my mirror. Okay. So, we're gonna use a full coverage foundation, which is, this is the one I always use. You can contour and highlight with, you know, light coverage or no conceal or no foundation, but I think it looks really good when everything's kind of like clear and like no marks whatsoever. Okay, so I'm actually gonna start with contour. NYX Wonder Stick. This is really good. I really love this for contouring. I don't know why, but the color, I think I just really like the color, and it's like smooth. This is light medium. It's pretty dark though. I'm pretty pale, so. All right, so first we're gonna do our cheeks. So I like my cheeks to kind of, I don't like want to do a straight line. I kind of want to curve it. That way it gives my face like some definition. So we're gonna, see? And it's okay if it's not perfect because we're gonna blend it anyway. Okay. Now for forehead, I just do a little bit on top. If you have like a bigger forehead and you want to cover it, you would put more contour, like, to make it look smaller. I'm gonna bring it in here and here. I just started doing this with my eyes and I really like it, so give it a shot. Okay. I have this piece of hair. All right, so you could also do like under your lip if you want your lips to look a little bigger. Just a tiny bit. Okay. Next, we are going to do our nose. Oh! This is my favorite part about contouring. So I'm gonna start under my nose, just a little bit. And this is gonna make my nose look a little bit shorter. See? All right. Now we're gonna do the sides. So for this, I recommend going by like how your nose naturally is. Like you kind of can feel it. So I'm not gonna like put the contour like on the side of my nose like here, because that doesn't make any sense. Just like kind of in the center of your nose. And like the top, but in the middle. So I like to bring mine up. I really feel like this changes your nose so much, and it's so amazing because like you don't even need to get like surgery anymore. You could literally like contour your life away and you'll be good. So I just like to put a little line, kind of like there. This makes like, so your nose has a pointy tip kind of. I don't have that, I kind of always wanted that, so that's what we're going for. Just gonna make it a little shorter. Okay. And then I'm just gonna put a little line here and here, kind of to connect to, ooh. You kind of want to connect the whole thing a little bit. And then we're gonna blend that out in a little while, so. Now, just our chin. So I kind of just like follow where my chin usually goes. But I'm just gonna make it a little darker, and that'll make kind of like a sharper jawline. Okay. All right. So this is where you're gonna contour. I will put my concealer on to highlight, just so you guys can see where everything is supposed to be placed. I usually just like do the contour, blend it, and then do the highlight and concealer, but just to show you. All right, so for concealer, oh, sorry, I'm using tape. I'm using tape, no. Tarte Shape Tape concealer in light neutral. This is literally the best concealer I've ever used in my entire life. And I'm pretty sure everyone has said that because it's amazing. It just dries and doesn't crease, doesn't show wrinkles, and it hides everything without using a lot of product. It's like the best thing ever, in my opinion. Okay, so you're gonna start by putting it underneath your eyes, kind of in an upside down triangle. I like to also bring it around the sides of my nose, because that's gonna make our nose look smaller at the end. So I'm gonna bring this high up, give like an instant facelift, you will see. Okay, I like to bring this down just to kind of brighten like all around my face. Kind of in the center of your face is where you want that lighter shade. It really helps to brighten. Chin, just a little. And then you're gonna put some concealer also in the center of your eyebrows. And then we're gonna bring it a little bit on our nose. Like that. Also put a little concealer in the center of your lips as well. Okay, so I'm going to blend out the concealer with my damp beauty blender. So we're gonna blend out the contour for my cheeks and forehead and under my chin. I'm gonna be using It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Flat Top Buffing Foundation number 6. You guys can use any brush or even a beauty blender. It doesn't really matter. As long as you take the time to really blend it, it's all that matters, really. My stomach is rumbling. Water. I already ate. It's just like digesting water, so it's just like bubbling. It's weird. Okay. Favorite crappy brush ever from CVS, because I'm obsessed with it for my nose. I don't know why. All right, so we're gonna use this brush and just gonna blend out this contour. So for your nose, you're just gonna go up and down with a light hand, because you want to keep some of the product on your nose so that it looks smaller. If you take off the product, obviously it's not gonna look like anything. We are gonna put concealer on the sides of our noses, just like this. Oops. Okay. And then with our beauty blender, we're just gonna blend that out. Just have to fix this. Okay. So we're not covering what we just did with the contour, we're just kind of going next to it, and then we will slowly put a little bit on top of it just to kind of, you know, so it's not so crazy on your face. So on the sides, we're blending. And then I'm gonna lightly kind of run the Beauty Blender around my whole nose to blend it, but you don't want to completely get rid of all the work that we just did. All right, so I'm just gonna take my Beauty Blender and just go around my eyes because it has some concealer on it. My eyelids are really pink for some reason, like naturally, so I like to cover it. So I'm just gonna deepen this around my nose because we're gonna bake in a little while, and that, just wait. It's gonna make our nose pop. All right, so just gonna bring a little bit of bronzer around our eyes. Just so they're not so pale. Okay, so we are going to bake with some Laura Mercier translucent powder. I recently started doing this. I did it a couple of years ago, and then, I don't know, I felt like it made my wrinkles really come out, but lately I'm back on the trend, y'all. I'm just gonna use IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball Powder brush and dip it in. We are about to bake a cake right now. Okay. So we're gonna just put this under our eyes and the sides of our noses. You're gonna bake where you put the highlight concealer, the lighter shade. That's where you're gonna put this setting powder. It's gonna bring it down. This setting powder will also stop your makeup from like creasing in like your creases or your wrinkles or wherever. It kind of stops that, which is kind of cool. Whatever was on this brush before, I'm just gonna go over my whole face. Okay, so for my nose, I'm going to use this small baby-sized beauty blender. So I'm just gonna dip it in the powder. Put it in the center. All right, so while it sits on your face. Okay. While that sits on your face, we are going to put some bronzer on wherever we contoured. So for contour, I like to, this is a Sephora angled brush. It's nothing crazy really, but for contour, I just like to tap. I don't like to rub on my face with the bronzer because I feel like, I don't know, I really want my cheeks to look like clean and like no spots or cakiness. So I feel like if I tap, it doesn't get all messed up like underneath. Does that make sense? I think it does. Use this other brush that I was using before. Okay, gonna put that on our forehead. I like to bring it from my forehead down to my cheekbone with the bronzer. And then I'm gently gonna tap again, my chin, my neck. All right, we're gonna put some blush on, and then we're gonna take this powder off our face. So, Tarte Feisty. Ooh. Just gonna put some blush. All right, so I guess we could use the same brush. Yeah, I'm just gonna wipe away this setting powder. I'm just gonna put a little bit of the setting powder under my cheekbone here. I just realized that I have concealer on my lashes. So I am going to fix that with some mascara. Whew. Okay, so that's all fixed, and I finished the rest of my makeup. I did my eyebrows, mascara, and just a little bit of lip liner. So I'm just gonna set my face with this Hard Candy Longwear setting spray. I don't like to spray it too close. So now we're gonna use some highlighter. This is the Laura Mercier Face Illuminator in Discretion. What? That is gorgeous. Okay. So I'm using Luxie 207 medium angled shading brush for my cheeks. And we're gonna put it on our cheekbone and bring it up in a C shape. And I'm gonna drag that a little bit under my eyebrow. I'm gonna put a little on my chin. A little bit on my forehead. Right, like at the highest points of my eyebrows, like right above it. And then for nose, For my nose, I'm gonna use Sephora Smoky Liner Brush. It's just a really fine point brush. I feel like if you make a really small skinny line on your nose, then it'll look a little thinner, especially in pictures. Like, you might think it looks weird in person, and then you take a picture and you're like, damn, my nose looks poppin'. So wherever we put the highlight concealer shade, like in the beginning, that's where you're gonna put this shimmery highlight. So right in the center, and then you're gonna put like a little tiny dot. Okay. A little bit above the lip. Right on your Cupid's bow. Okay, so this is the final look. I literally swear by these products. They are amazing. I use almost all of these like when I go out. They're just amazing. So I recommend you guys getting them. I will list the products below. Also, if you're wondering, these are not my eyelashes. They are eyelash extensions that I do myself, girl. Yes. So if you're interested in seeing how I did these, I will link that down below as well. Next time, bye.